Family, friends, and fans gathered this week to honor the life of Alan Osmond, remembering him not only as a pioneering musician, but as a devoted husband, father, and man of deep faith. The funeral service, marked by both solemn reflection and uplifting tributes, painted a portrait of a life lived with purpose, resilience, and enduring love. Held in a quiet chapel filled with floral arrangements and soft music, the service drew those who had known Alan personally as well as admirers who had followed his journey for decades. Many remembered him as the steady backbone of the Osmonds, a group that rose to international fame in the 1960s and 70s. Yet beyond the spotlight, speakers emphasized Alan's humility and commitment to family above all else. Opening the service, a close family member spoke of Alan's early years, describing a boy whose sense of responsibility was evident from the beginning. As the eldest of the performing Osmond brothers, Alan often carried the weight of leadership. He was not just our brother, the speaker shared, he was our guide, our protector, and the one who made sure we stayed grounded when everything around us was changing. Tributes from his siblings echoed similar sentiments. Stories of long tour, late-night rehearsals, and shared laughter filled the room, offering glimpses into a life that balanced fame with a strong sense of unity. Alan was credited with helping shape the group's identity, not only musically but morally, ensuring that their values remained intact even as their popularity soared. Music, of course, played a central role in the service. Soft renditions of the group's classic songs brought both tears and smiles to attendees. Each note seemed to carry memories of a different era, one where Alan's voice and presence were integral to the group's success. Yet the music also served as a reminder of something deeper, his belief in using talent as a force for good. One of the most moving moments came when a family member spoke about Alan's long battle with multiple sclerosis. Diagnosed in his early adulthood, Alan faced the disease with remarkable courage and determination. Rather than allowing it to define him, he became an advocate for awareness, dedicating time and energy to helping others facing similar challenges. His perseverance, speakers noted, was one of his most inspiring qualities. Alan never asked why me, one speaker said. Instead he asked, what can I do now? That was who he was, someone who turned hardship into purpose. Friends from outside the entertainment world also shared their memories, describing a man who was deeply compassionate and quietly generous. Whether offering advice, lending support, or simply listening, Alan made those around him feel valued. Several speakers highlighted his strong faith, which they said guided his actions and gave him strength throughout his life. His children delivered some of the most heartfelt tributes of the day. They spoke of a father who was present, attentive, and endlessly encouraging. Despite the demands of his career and health challenges, Alan prioritized his role at home. Family dinners, personal conversations, and shared traditions were all described as central to his life. He taught us what it means to live with integrity, not by what he said but by how he lived every single day. Attendees also reflected on Alan's legacy beyond music. As a founding member of the Osmonds, he helped shape an era of family-friendly entertainment that resonated across generations. His influence could be seen not only in the group's success, but in the countless artists who followed, inspired by their model of unity and authenticity. Outside the chapel, fans gathered quietly, some holding records and photographs, others simply standing in silent respect. Many described feeling a personal connection to Alan, even if they had never met him. His work, they said, had been a constant presence in their lives, providing comfort and joy through the years. As the service drew to a close, a final message was shared, one that captured the essence of Alan's life. It spoke of gratitude, of love, and of the importance of leaving the world better than one found it. Those in attendance were encouraged to carry forward his example, to live with kindness and purpose in their own lives. The service ended not in silence but with music, an uplifting hymn that invited everyone present to reflect not only on loss but on legacy. Voices joined together, filling the space with a sense of unity that felt fitting for a man who had spent his life bringing people together. In the days ahead, Alan Osmond's absence will undoubtedly be felt deeply by his family, friends, and fans. Yet as those gathered at his funeral made clear, his influence endures in the music he created, the lives he touched, and the example he set. His story, they said, is not one of an ending but of a life that continues to inspire. In remembering him, many expressed hope that future generations would discover his work and learn from his example. They spoke of preserving his legacy through music stories and acts of kindness, that reflect the values he lived by each day, ensuring that his influence carries forward into the years ahead with quiet strength and lasting meaning. A final blessing closed the gathering, leaving attendees united in gratitude, remembrance, and renewed commitment to live, as he did always.